Hey guys, how y'all doing? Good morning, good evening, good afternoon to all those around the world. Welcome back to another Pokemon Unite video featuring Absol. Coming through that jungle in a Master Rank game. We're playing in solo queue today, running Night Slash. And we may be doing Sucker Punch today, just because I actually really enjoy the ability. I think it's actually really solid. But a lot of people don't realize how this ability works. And we'll get into it. Now, playing Absol is a mixed bag. You know what I mean? Like in this metagame, just overall in general, even since the game came out, he's just hit or miss. And it's not the fact that you're good with him or super bad with him or whatever. I feel like he doesn't bring much to the table. Just overall usefulness, just overall effectiveness at certain team fights, he's just not that great, to be fair. Now, sadly enough, if Machoke wasn't there, I was totally dead unless I crit again. Apparently, like, it reminds me a little bit of Gengar, where if you hit that Unite move, right, and sometimes it's not super responsive, you can hit that Unite move and then the game will automatically do two inputs and they'll do it twice. So you'll ignite, you ignite and then you'll just pop right back up. Night Slash reminds me of the same exact thing. You'll hit the trigger once and sometimes it just does it twice. You know what I mean? Like, that has that response time. It's terrible sometimes. It makes you feel bad in certain situations. But when it works, it works. Either way, what Night Slash allows you to do is you get your first dash. It's like a crescent, right? You can go either way. You can control which way you want to go. Now, the ability does increase critical hit rate depending on if the target is low HP. That's it. That's pretty much it. And this is on the second dash, the second one. Okay. Now, what Sucker Punch allows you to do is basically you can just teleport to anybody, no matter where they are. If you have line of sight, you can just teleport to them. Now, the thing is, if you teleport to a target in which nobody contacts with you, nobody attacks you while you're teleporting or anything like that, you just dash behind the target and do a little bit of damage. It's mine, by the way. If they hit you in the Sucker Punch animation, you will dash behind the target and stun them in place and do a lot of damage. But, wow, those crits, man, I swear. This is the one thing I like about this Pokemon, is the fact that he has one of the best passives in the game, because it's actually relevant per se in the early game, which is called Super Luck. It gives you a flat crit rate, which is pretty nice. You know, I can't say the same thing about Gengar, whose passive is pretty much utterly useless. You know, or Talonflame's passive is pretty useless too. It just gives you movement speed while you're outside of combat when you have X amount of HP. For Talonflame, Gengar is movement speed outside of combat. It's just, you know what I mean? They need to do something with them. Now, either way though, when it comes to fighting with this Pokemon at Zapdos, I think that's the hardest thing to do with Absol, just because you're not very relevant at the Zapdos fight. Your Unite move just does raw damage, which it does a lot of damage if you catch a lot of Pokemon inside of it, but when the enemy team has Blissey and or Wigglytuff and or any other tankier Pokemon, it's just like your Unite move doesn't do very much DPS. Change that fight. Can I save him? I think I can. Nice. Let's go. Big old crits. I think we're going to take this man out. Got him. Good job. I would not go in that bush, but if he's gone, he's gone. It is what it is. Whew, pretty close. Now we're running Focus Band. We're running Scope Lens today on my Absol, just because I enjoy the Scope Lens. It allows you to get those bigger crit hits in the early game, which is the biggest threat when it comes to this Pokemon, because 9 out of 10, somebody's going to overextend in the top and or bot lane when you're doing your rotations. And if they overextend, you can pop off relatively easily when it comes to Absol. And that's his biggest strength in this game, I think, is the early game. But again, when it comes to the late game, it's hit or miss. It's always a coin toss to Zapdos. You either play the fight well, but you still lose Zapdos, or you play the fight bad and you still lose Zapdos. There is no, like, in between when it comes to this Pokemon, I think. Now, there are some really good Absol players out here, definitely. But in terms of relative usefulness and qualifiers and tournaments and competitive play, Absol's pretty, like, meh, right? Sadly enough. Is on the same point of like Garchomp and some of the other Pokemon, but I even think Garchomp has more uses than Absol does. I think he brings more to the table in terms of team fights than Absol. That's just me. But I do love the Pokemon. I do think the skin that you see here was like relatively probably one of the best skins that they have released in the game so far. Some people don't like this skin. I just think it looks good. The quality is nice and everything. It reminds me of the Gengar astronaut skin they first came out with. It was just like, wow, that's really, really good. I feel Absol's skin is really, really good for a battle pass. It was really solid, and it did not disappoint when I picked it up. And this is probably the reason why I actually play the Pokemon. Just because of the skin, it looks nice. It really does. But some people, like I said, really enjoy playing this Pokemon. I feel like he might be a little bit better in terms of in the jungle, opposed of lane. A lot of people do play this Pokemon in lane. And I'm talking about you hop into a queue, you get into a game, you're playing in solo queue, and you call jungle first. And then your ally is like, I'm taking jungle as Absol. So what do you do? What do you do in that situation? 9 out of 10 you let Absol have that jungle. He's gonna crit it, he's gonna take the Pokemon, he's gonna get it. Whether you like it or not, just give him the jungle. Opposed of putting him in lane. It's like Zero Aura players who want to play Zero Aura in lane. It's like, stop. Just give the dude his role. I feel like he's made for the jungle. And there's no reason why you would force him to go in lane. But some people play the Pokemon in lane for stacking. And that's about it. I don't think he has any overall usefulness anywhere else besides jungle. Nice crits. Let's go. Now you can say, like, I'm talking mad crap about Absol. But at the end of the day, we're doing solid, right? We're doing really, really well. But again, we got 10 seconds up. And I'm still worried about the Zapdos. Like, whether or not how good we can do at the Zapdos fight, it determines the game. I'm gonna blow you up, get you out of this game right quick. Dead. Easy. 1600 damage on a crit, by the way. Just nuts. And I am probably... No, never mind. Oh, wait. Sweet, let's go, boys. I thought I was gonna die right there. I'm probably dead. Nope, sweet. Dodge that out of the way. Come on, team. What are y'all doing? Whew, that's pretty close. I'm going to start on this then. Can we kill it? Can we kill it? Can we kill it? Nice. And got me. Nice job, Decidueye. Nice job. This is probably where the team falls apart. Dude, I'm dead for 30 seconds, bro. I killed that Decidueye. He was dead for like 10, give or take. First death, 30 seconds. That's crazy. And this is things like this where even at Zapdos here, I don't think we would have made much of a relative of a difference. I mean, we killed pretty much the whole team. And I get one death and I'm dead for 30 seconds. That's wild. But that's it. There it is. That's going to be the fight that changes the game. That Blissey, that Unite move on top of that Blastoise is just rapid spinning all day. Ain't much you can do about it. I tried, man. But either way, it was fun playing him. I just don't think he's going to be super relatively good when it comes to Zapdos fights. But again, very fun Pokemon. Would play him more so, but I would just much rather play like Cinderace or much rather play Duraludon or any other jungler and have a bigger impact on the game just overall as a whole. But it was solid. It was fun. I don't think we're going to get this, and I don't think either team is going to be able to make use out of this Zapdos. I think it's too late. Oh, well, they got it. Fortunate. What's the point of having a Hyper Beam Dragonite? You can't steal objectives, bro. Like, that's your job, dude. Just Hyper Beam things is your job. They scored? Yeah, they got it. But either way, it has been Pawseplays. Hope you guys enjoy it. Smash that like button. Come join that Discord. Come tell me I suck. It is what it is. To all you Absol fans out there, love you guys. Appreciate it. If you're really good with this Pokemon, keep smashing games, keep winning, getting your victories up, your win rate up, all that good stuff. For those of you who are thinking about picking up this Pokemon, haven't really played him very much, he's hit or miss. I'll catch you guys in the very next video. See y'all later.